When I talk to a native speaker or when I watch an English movie, they speak so fast that I can't understand what they say. What should I do? Is there a problem with me? No, there is nothing wrong with you. You just have to improve your comprehension and your listening skill. And that's why I'm here today to tell you how you can do it. So now, let's get into it. The first tip is to use transcripts. Whenever you are listening to a podcast or you are watching a movie, try to find a written version of the same contents. For example, when you are listening to an English song, try to find its lyrics. So when you read along with the transcript as you are listening to a podcast or you are watching a movie, it can help you to connect the spoken words with their written forms. And also you can learn their correct pronunciations. So the next time that you want to listen to the same podcast or you want to watch the same movie, you don't need that transcript anymore because you have learned lots of words and their correct pronunciations. And now you can understand what they say. I'm not saying that after you have read the transcript for the first time, you can completely understand the whole content. I'm saying that after 3 or 4 times of reading the transcript and learning the words' correct pronunciations, now it'll be easier for you to understand these English sentences. And also pay attention that beside learning these words' pronunciations, you have to check these grammatical structures that are used in that content. So after learning these grammatical structures, you can understand over 90% of what that content is about. And this feels great. The second tip is identify contractions. Guys, you can't believe how important it is. So when you combine 2 words, they are called contractions. So they are a shortened form that you can use them in informal situations. For example, instead of saying, "Let me help you," you would say, "Let me help you."
Let me help you.
Let me show you.
Or, "I want to go to the shopping mall." You can say, "I want to go to the shopping mall." "I am going to go to the swimming pool." "I'm gonna go to the swimming pool."
I'm gonna go inside.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
See, these are all called contractions. And when you know them, when you learn them, it would be so easy for you to talk to someone. And also, whenever you are listening to a podcast or whenever you are watching an American movie, it will be much easier for you to understand what they say. Because Americans use contractions a lot. And when you learn them, when you know how they are used in a context, you'll sound more natural whenever you speak. The tip number 3 is vary listening material. Try listening to different things like podcasts, TV shows, news from different parts of the US. You'll get to know about different accents or different ways of speaking. I have always said that you should enjoy learning English, and that's true. But when it comes to expand your vocabulary or broaden your knowledge, the story changes a little because you should listen to different types of content. You should watch different types of movies. It can help you to expand your vocabulary and to know how these words are pronounced in different parts of the US. The tip number 4 is break sentences down. Whenever you are watching a movie or you're listening to a podcast, instead of trying to understand every single word, try to focus on key words and key phrases. You have to understand the main idea of that context, and that's enough for you. After you have found out about the main topic or the main story of that content, now it's time to use the transcripts so you know the exact sentences they are talking about. But at first, it is so important to know the main idea of that content. And after that, your mind is getting ready to get to know about the other words that are used in that content. And the tip number 5 is practice shadowing, which is a great technique to improve your speaking and your listening skill. The first step is to find a short audio clip of someone speaking English. After each sentence, you have to pause the audio and start repeating after that speaker. You have to match the speaker's pronunciations and intonations. Guys, it is so important and essential to know how these words are pronounced and also the falling and rising tone of each sentence. So whenever you are listening to the sentence, you have to pause it and say the exact thing you have heard. This can help you a lot to improve your speaking skill and also your listening skill, because you are saying the exact thing that you are listening to. So it can help you a lot to improve your listening and your comprehension skill. If the speaker of the audio is speaking so fast, it's totally fine, guys. You will get used to this fast speech, so it can help you to speak naturally. Okay guys, that was it for today's video. If this video was useful for you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel right now and like this video to support me and to let the YouTube algorithm know that you have enjoyed this content. We just talked about 5 tips that can definitely help you to improve your comprehension and your listening skill. So if you know some other tips that can help us, you can tell me in the comments. And if you have some other questions, you can ask me in the comments. I will read all of your feedback and answer your questions. So yeah, that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Have a nice day.